Your life lessons to rewire your mind every morning. The Stoic Path to Self-Love, STOICISM. Your morning is the psychological birthplace of your entire day. Before messages, responsibilities, and external demands begin pulling at your attention, your mind exists in a rare state of openness. Stoic teaching places enormous importance on this window because it is when your thoughts are most influential. If you begin your day passively, absorbing stress, comparison, or fear, you unconsciously surrender authority over your emotional direction. But if you begin intentionally, you establish command over your inner world. Sit in silence, even if only for a few minutes. Breathe slowly, observe your thoughts without reacting to them. This observation alone creates distance between you and impulsive emotion. From that distance, you can choose your mindset deliberately. You can remind yourself of your principles, your discipline, your purpose. Ownership of the morning builds ownership of the self. Over time, this ritual becomes psychological armor. Chaos may arrive later, but it meets a mind that is already centered, already grounded, already led from within rather than controlled from outside. Our self-love, through the Stoic lens, is not indulgence or ego. It is responsibility. It is the decision to treat your mind as something worthy of protection rather than something to neglect. Many people wake up and immediately attack themselves with pressure, regret, or comparison. This silent hostility erodes confidence before the day even begins. Stoic self-love replaces that hostility with loyalty. Each morning becomes a renewal of your alliance with yourself. You speak internally with firmness but also respect. You acknowledge your flaws without defining yourself by them. You recognize your effort, even when results are still forming. This balanced inner dialogue builds psychological safety, and from that safety grows courage. When your mind trusts that you will not mentally abandon it in moments of difficulty, resilience extends naturally. You stop fearing your own thoughts. You become supported from within rather than dependent on external validation. Some clarity and peace grow when you separate what is within your control from what is not. This is one of the most liberating Stoic disciplines. Every morning, remind yourself that outcomes are never fully yours to command. Other people's reactions, unexpected events, timing, and circumstances exist outside your authority. When you attempt to control them, frustration becomes inevitable. But your effort, preparation, integrity, and attitude remain fully yours. Direct your energy there. This shift conserves emotional strength. Instead of scattering your focus across uncontrollable variables, you invest it into deliberate action. Over time, anxiety loses its grip because your mind stops fighting unwinnable battles. You become calmer, more efficient, and more emotionally stable, not because life becomes predictable, but because your focus becomes precise. So your inner dialogue is one of the most powerful conditioning forces in your life. The way you speak to yourself daily becomes the blueprint your mind follows. If your internal language is filled with doubt, hesitation, and self-criticism, your behavior will mirror that instability. Stoicism teaches conscious authorship of this dialogue. Each morning, guide your thoughts like a mentor guiding a student. Remind yourself of your endurance, your growth, your responsibility to act with strength regardless of mood. This is not empty affirmation, it is identity training. Repetition builds belief. Belief influences action. Action reinforces identity. Over time, Your mind stops defaulting to fear because it has been trained to default to steadiness instead. 5. Gratitude is emotional grounding. Without it, the mind drifts toward scarcity, comparison, and dissatisfaction. Morning gratitude interrupts this drift before it gains momentum. Reflect on what is already present: breath, awareness, opportunity, the simple fact that you have another day to act, to improve, to rebuild. These reflections stabilize your emotional baseline. They do not remove ambition or desire, they balance them. Gratitude allows you to pursue growth without feeling perpetually incomplete. It replaces restless striving with purposeful movement. When practiced daily, it reshapes your perception of life from deficiency to possibility. 6. Voluntary discomfort is a defining Stoic training method. Choosing discipline when comfort is available strengthens psychological endurance. Waking early, resisting distraction, committing to structure, these acts condition your mind to tolerate effort without resistance. When hardship arrives later in the day, it does not feel foreign. You have already practiced resilience. This training reduces fear of difficulty. You stop negotiating with discomfort and start moving through it efficiently. Strength grows not from avoiding hardship but from rehearsing it in controlled ways each morning. 7. Awareness of mortality sharpens the value of time. Stoics reflected regularly on life's limits, not to create fear, but to create clarity. Each morning is evidence that time is finite and non-renewable. When you remember this, your priorities reorganize naturally. Petty concerns lose urgency. Meaningful action gains importance. You become less willing to waste emotional energy on trivial conflicts or distractions. This perspective creates intensity of presence. You live more deliberately because you recognize the rarity of each day you are given. But your mental environment shapes your emotional climate. What you consume mentally in the morning, conversations, media, thoughts, becomes the atmosphere your mind operates in all day. Guard this intake carefully. Choose silence over noise when possible. Choose reflection over reaction. Feed your mind direction rather than confusion. This protective discipline preserves clarity. It allows you to move through external chaos without internalizing it. Your progress is built through consistent return, not flawless execution. Some mornings your focus will feel sharp. Others will feel heavy and distracted. Stoic discipline is the commitment to realign regardless of mood. Each reset strengthens self-trust. Each recommitment deepens self-respect. Over time, this steady return builds unshakable inner stability, the foundation of true self-love. If this message strengthened your mindset, let it become part of your daily ritual. Subscribe to my YouTube channel for more Stoic wisdom, mindset rewiring lessons, and powerful life guidance designed to help you grow stronger, calmer, and more disciplined every single day.